Come, whoever you are welcome here. No matter your age, your size, the color of your eyes, your hair, your skin, you are welcome here. No matter your gender, whom you love, how you speak, or whatever your abilities, you are welcome here. You are welcome here whether you come with laughter in your heart or tears in your eyes. No matter what you have experienced in the past, or no matter what awaits you in the future, you are welcome here. Whether you believe in God some of the time, all of the time, or none of the time, you are welcome here. This is a community of open minds, loving hearts, and willing hands. You are welcome here at South Valley Unitarian Universalist Society.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Jenica Davis Hockett, and I use she, her pronouns, and I serve as the youth advisor for South Valley. Welcome to all gathered with us here in the sanctuary and to those in our virtual community this morning. We are glad you are here. We'd like to extend a especially warm welcome to those of you who are here for the first time or second time. We are so glad you are here with us, and we look forward to getting to know you. For any of you who might be visiting for the first time, you have chosen an excellent Sunday to be with us. We are celebrating several of our students who will be rising to new milestones in their school journey with what we call our bridging ritual. You'll see shortly.
Opening hymn number 100 in the gray hymnal. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow in my soul. I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow in my soul. Good. I've got strength like a mountain, I've got strength like a mountain, I've got strength like a mountain in my soul. I've got strength like a mountain, I've got strength like a mountain, I've got strength like a mountain in my soul. Let us now light our chalice. You can use the words that are printed for a chalice lighting and the actions if you wish. So we light this chalice for the warmth of love, the light of truth, and for the energy of action. And there's so much energy in this room that we have to light it twice. I love it. You may be seated. I'd like to invite Carmen Dewey to come up for our land acknowledgement.
As we gather this morning, let us pause and acknowledge that the ground upon which we gather is the ancestral tribe and current home of the Shoshone, Paiute, Goshute, and Ute tribes. With humility for all the ways in which we have unwittingly participated in the harms perpetuated in the past and present, we seek now to learn a new way forward. We begin to partner, to ally, and witness with our indigenous siblings and friends the bringing forth of a new sacred dream of a community restored to fullness and a world healed to a greater wholeness.
Next, Leona Lane is going to share some poetry with us.
And this is Sonnet 116 by William Shakespeare. Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever-fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering bark, whose worth's unknown, although his height be taken. Love's not time's fool, through rosy lips and cheeks, within the bending sickle compass come. Love alters not with its brief hours and weeks, but bears it out, even to the edge of doom. If this be error, and upon me proved, I never writ, nor no man ever loved.
Lovely, thanks, Leona. As our call to worship this morning, the earth is warming, the bird's song increases, the sweeter breezes brush our cheeks, and the earth holds hope in its seeds and in its buds. Earth holds hope in its seeds and in its buds. So come, let us gather this morning with joyful noise and with warm hearts and with hopeful spirits. For we are one with the renewal of the earth and blessedly held in the love of one another. At this time, I'd like to invite our young people and the young at heart to join me up front for our time together this morning. Come on up. I know there are a lot of you out there today. Yes, the young at hearts. Oh my goodness, so good to see you all. Have a seat. After the, are you going into 6th grade next year? You are? All right. Well, you will have an opportunity, I promise. All right. Well, I'm so glad to see you this morning. I wanted to share a story this morning with you all that reminded me a lot of springtime, and not just about springtime, but it reminded me that there are not just seasons in the weather like spring, summer, fall, winter, that each have their kind of high points and low points. They each have their times of good weather and not so good weather, right? So sort of is our lives, right? We have these seasons in our lives, these different times in our lives as we grow up, and even we're never really all the way grown up. I think it's really important for all of us to remember that. We are never really all the way grown up and finished learning. So I really like this story because it talks about the seasons in nature, and it talks about the seasons in our lives. It's called Is, Was.
Can I see the pictures?
Yeah. The sky is the same sky that was blue, but now is spilling down this rain. Is, was, was. The same rain that was drips is now for sips and for song. Is, was. Where singing was, a buzz is. Buzz, see the B there? Is, was. Sunshine is, was. A shadow is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Kill the bird. What? Yeah, the squirrel is saying. Yeah, still kill the bird.
Quiet is. But listen, the earth's heart beats.
How?
Is, was, is, was, is, was. Blue, like this sky, is. Blue was. Still, the sky is. The sky.
Can I read this book?
That was.
Dad!
This says, for you and everyone you've loved who is or was. I invite you to thank you. First, thank you all for being here today. It's so good to see so many of you. I'm looking forward to a really fun day of celebrating. No, you can hang on to it. Thank you. So, yes, we're going to have a celebration this morning, and you all are invited to sit back with your families and join in this celebration together.
Over the bridge.
All right, you can go back to your seats. Thank you all for coming up. So nice to see you. Thanks for helping with our ceremony this morning.
Each year, churches all over celebrate the milestone of bridging, a rite of passage ritual in which we will celebrate the milestones of our students as they complete one chapter of their journey and move on to the next, particularly as our middle schoolers rise to high school and as our high school seniors graduate and enter young adulthood.
One of my predecessors in this position, Liz Martin, reminds us that a literal bridge. Oh yeah, shout out to Liz, by the way. I think she's joining us virtually. Hi, Liz. This literal bridge might be interpreted as a narrow, one-way path, but it is most definitely not. Anyone who crosses it is always welcome to travel back and forth to and from this community and feel totally and completely loved, no matter which side they find themselves on each time they return. Because that's what having a church community is all about. And this bridge will also hold each crosser up above the turbulent waters, the tides, whatever is needing to be traversed. because that's what a church community is all about.
Most of all, this bridge is a place to take a little stop on your life's journey and look at the beautiful scenery, those faces and souls out there, and know that the beauty you are surrounded with right now is always yours. You can see where you've been and maybe where you are going from this bridge. And you can rest assured that South Valley will be your church home, your sanctuary, whenever you need it. Because that's what having a church community is about.
Today we honor the children and youth among us. Not just the future of the church, but the now of the church.
Woo!
You who are stepping beyond and away and toward. Today we share in your journey and encourage your discovery. Today, my battery's dead, I'll talk a little louder. Today and every day we welcome your energy, our friends. We offer you a safe place to grow and consider your deepest questions. Today we celebrate your hopes and dreams. So come and live and breathe, thrive and rejoice. Your time is now. So let us embark on this ritual. I would first like to invite forward any children who will be starting their very first experience of any kind of school. Maybe it's daycare, maybe it's preschool, or kindergarten if that's your very first one. And I invite your parents, your caregivers, your caretakers to bring you up and join me on this side. Is there anyone for whom that's true? Yes. Wonderful. Come on over here. Davy and Danny and Henry. Oh, thank you. Oh, my goodness. Danny and Henry. Any others? Max. Yes. Wonderful. That is awesome. And I would like to invite all of our kids who are anywhere from pre-K all the way through 5th grade to come up and form a group on the other side of the bridge to welcome our new friends to school and our RE program here at South Valley. So come on up to the other side. You are welcoming these friends to a new chapter in their time here. Sometimes we've seen them here at church and they're wandering around. Sometimes they come join us in our classes, but they are always so full of energy. And we're all really excited to welcome them next year as they continue that journey. And so I invite all of you gathered here to join me in the words of blessing printed in the order of service. And together we say, as you step forward into your next chapter, we send with you our fondest hopes and blessings. May life bring enough challenge to fuel your dreams, enough affirmation to honor your gifts, and enough nurture to give your spirit peace. Believe in your vision, follow your dreams, and know always that here you will find the hands of friends. Friends over there, are you ready to welcome these three to your side of the bridge? If so, please say we are. All right, one by one, you can decide who you will cross the bridge. And Miss Annika is going to give you a flower. Make sure you hold this flower near the rose part, near the bloom part, because these roses that we're giving you, there are many in this community who may have been given a rose as a part of a child dedication that had no thorns on it. But now we give you roses with thorns as a reminder that sometimes life is a little bit prickly. But even in those times, we come together and you have built these relationships. And so that is why it is such a wonderful thing that we're all here today. All right. On the other side of the bridge, now, friends, your community has grown larger. All right. Let's welcome our new religious explorers. You all can be seated. Thank you all. all so much. Thank you all. At this time, some of our 8th graders who are rising to high school, thank you, have offered to share a few words about some of the important lessons that they have learned from their life's journey as they approach this milestone, and how their community here at South Valley has played into that journey for you. So we would like to invite Kari Searles, Wesley Debink, Carmen Dewey, Jaron Roberts, Liana, and Ethan Lane to come forward. We have chairs up there for you. Or actually, yes, because you're gonna do some talking, so we won't make you stand the whole time.
Do you know what order you're going in? Okay, Ethan's going last. So Ethan, do you want to sit here? Great. Jaron, are you okay?
Hi, I'm Kari Searles. I've been going to this church for about 14 years, and I've been in the RE program most of my life. And I have really enjoyed it. It's been a really fun experience for me. I've really enjoyed being in classes with kids my age and having fun discussions and doing enjoyable activities, and like the church picnic every year has always been, a highlight of my year. And I think that the RE program really teaches valuable lessons, and it gives kids, of all ages the opportunity to share who they are and, learn of others' experiences in a safe place where there's opportunity to ask questions, and with people that they get to know really well over time. And it has really helped me learn how to be a nice person and express my values without hurting other people or hurting on someone else's values. And I just want to say thank you for everyone who has supported me, and thank you for all of the RE teachers who have been, volunteers, and Jenica for helping me grow up and allowing me to grow and flourish.
Hi, my name is Wesley Debink, and I'm also part of the RE program. And over the past few years, in the RE program, I've grown a lot. And one of the most important lessons that I have learned here is to always try to be aware of other people's feelings, and if you can, try to understand them. And this can lead to a high sense of trust in a relationship, which can build a longer lasting relationship with somebody. SVU US has helped me a lot with this through the RE and OWL programs, as we've talked a lot about how to express feelings effectively so that others can understand and so that we can understand others. And as I get older and move into high school, as well as through my entire life, this can be a very useful skill to have.
Hi, my name is Jaron Roberts, and as an LGBTQ plus teenager, I don't think I would have survived middle school without the lessons that this congregation taught me about the queer community. So I would have never been able to come out to my friends or to the school, or I don't even think been able to acknowledge my personal identity if I hadn't been taught that all are welcome and the other lessons that this church has taught me. So I'm glad that I was able to have been in this church for most of my life at this point. And I hope that these beliefs like the beliefs that this church has taught me, will stay with me through high school and hopefully beyond. My name is Jaron Roberts. My pronouns are he, him. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ethan Lane. My pronouns are he, him. I've been in this congregation for, I believe, 9 months, and wow, what a ride it has been. This is one of, if not the best, most welcoming churches I think I've ever been to. And one of the lessons that I've learned here is to have grit and to have a knowledge of others and to persevere. I want to go into the grit and the perseverance thing. Today is a very important day for all of us. Everyone here is going to get the chance to vote for what the church is going to be doing for the next year-ish, I believe. And there are a lot of controversial ideas that would be very important to welcoming a new group of people onto the stage at this church. So I hope that you guys can find it in your hearts, and I know that all of you will make the right choice when it comes to including more minority groups who don't feel as welcome here as they should. So I have been Ethan Lane, he, him pronouns, and I think what this church has taught me most is perseverance and doing the right thing when no one's watching.
My name's Liana. I use they, them pronouns. Like Ethan, I've been here for 9 months, and something that I've learned in my life is related to the church, I guess. Let me restart that part. I appreciate this church's great library downstairs, the Connie Gates Library, especially because it's me learn and grow a lot as a person. I think that a lot of the Unitarian Universalist published books have been some of the most helpful in that, and I know that I wouldn't be able to find them most other places, so I appreciate that. Another thing I've learned is, for a long time, I thought that self-pity was the same thing as self-appreciation. But when you pity yourself, you look down on yourself as if you need to be sheltered so you don't. Over the past months, I've realized that this isn't caring about yourself enough to prevent this. This is being too scared to grow.
So I have a duty for our rising students to perform for our next group who is going to be coming up. So if you all would like to go down and take your place on the other side of the bridge. And I wonder, are there any fifth graders here today who will be rising to junior high or middle school this fall? I invite you and your families to come up over here, and I invite our current middle schoolers. Let us go. Thanks. Do you want to do it again for this, or are you good? He's good. All right, Brooklyn. Mace, congratulations. And Brooklyn, my goodness. Let us be your first official welcome to youth group. That's pretty exciting. I invite those gathered here to join me once again in the words of blessing printed in the order of service. So Brooklyn, as you step forward into your next chapter, we send with you our fondest hopes and blessings. May life bring enough challenge to fuel your dreams, enough affirmation to honor your gifts, and enough nurture to give your spirit peace.
Believe in your vision, follow your dreams, and know
always that here you will find the hands of friends So middle schoolers, are you ready to welcome these new youth groupers? If so, please say, yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes. Middle schoolers and others who may see.
Middle schoolers should stay, actually.
Middle schoolers stay. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Middle schoolers, you
Okay.
stay. So many moving parts.
All right, so middle schoolers, this is a two-way bridge, right? We can go back and forth on the bridge. So please stay here, and our 5th and 6th graders, you may be seated once again. We are so glad to be along this journey with you, and we're so grateful to have you as a part of this youth group. So now, as 8th graders and your families, now it's your turn to move over the bridge to this other side. And are there any high schoolers here today that are able to be on this side of the bridge to welcome them? Yes. Woohoo! Oh, Peggy is our honorary high schooler, please. Yes. So you'll be on that side of the bridge.
I'm greeting, right?
Yeah, no, you're greeting. So greeting is over there. Yes. Oh, yes. Awesome. Okay. So I just want to make one special note about the visual effect of this. The pandemic totally decimated our high school group. And so this is actually an incredibly exciting moment to be having all of these young folks who, God willing or ungod willing, you are willing to stick around and help us to revitalize this really, really important ministry in our congregation.
As long as there's food, I will always be here.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Yes. Yes. All right, y'all. The bridge appears to be getting smaller as the bridgers get larger, but still, one at a time, please. I invite each of you to come to the other side. Woo-hoo! Yeah! All right, my dear ones, this bridge is not built for three. So,
Not built for endurance.
all right, I guess I should have asked for consent from our high schoolers. Are you ready to welcome this group to your youth group? Yeah! And congregation, please say with me in the words in your order of service. As you step forward into your next chapter, we send you with fondest hopes and blessings. May life bring you enough challenge to fuel your dreams, enough affirmation to honor your gifts, and enough nurture to give your spirit peace. Believe in your vision, follow your dreams, and know
Always that
you will find the hands of friends.
Does Madeline want to share her remarks now? Should we do that? We went a little out of order, but that's okay.
Up,
Where was that?
up to you.
3 in the right spot? Let's have Madeline do her remarks.
Okay, so everybody sit down except Madeline.
Yeah, because we've done the high school, right?
No.
Madeline. I see. That was just, I didn't know what crossing to this side was, but I see.
So the 8th graders have gone into high school, and now. Okay. So what's the next move?
Did we do Madeline crossing the bridge?
No.
So now we do the high school cross the bridge.
And then when are you presenting your gifts?
We'll do that before Madeline reads you.
And it's just to Madeline, or is it to the
She's the only one who prepared some.
middle school? Are you presenting shawls to the middle schoolers or just the high schoolers?
Both.
So maybe do it now since you have all these folks standing up.
I like it. Thank you.
Do you have JD Carrillo Bridging out.
I don't. Or, okay,
So
tell,
on behalf
tell
of
that to
South
Rob.
Valley, all of you, we offer you each a prayer shawl. If someone would hand these out for me. Does it come with food? These prayer shawls are woven by people from this community here in South Valley, and it is our hope that any time that you might be in need of the comfort of your family here, besides, coming back and being
Okay. Okay, all right. Jaren's got a gay one. Okay. Who said green? I heard it green. Okay. Blue one. You got it. Yellow. Okay. I'm not sure. Black one. Yes. You guys can all sit down.
also,
Will you sit down? Okay. Yeah, thank you. Oh, you can have a seat. You can have a seat. Yeah. You can have a seat. That's JD right there, right? Is that JD right there?
friends and family, are you ready to welcome Liam and Madeline to the young adult life? If so, please say, we are.
We are. Yes, yeah. Woohoo! Nice to meet you. Woohoo!
Let's have one more warm round of applause and love for all of our visitors. May you all know, even if you are away for a while, may you know that even from afar, the love of this community you may always return to, and you can count on a wide open welcome from us. Congratulations. We love you so much. You can be seated. In the spirit of celebrating recent accomplishments, it is with great joy that we now invite another individual forward to cross the bridge this morning. The Reverend Lori Young. My volunteers, thank you very much. Reverend Lori Young has recently arrived at the culmination of her 10 plus years of dedication and hard work, becoming an amazing UU minister, and has received full fellowship as an ordained minister in the Unitarian Universalist Association. At General Assembly next month, Reverend Laura will participate in the Service of the Living Tradition, which honors and celebrates major milestones of UU ministers, including those who have received fellowship. We are so proud to have Reverend Laura with us, and I personally am just so grateful for your partnership in this work together. So please congratulate her every chance you get. And so, Reverend Laura is on this side, and her community, we've shifted the bridge so that her community is ready to welcome her yet again into this community. Members and friends of South Valley, are you ready to continue to support the Reverend Laura Young in her work among us? Yes! Recognizing her accomplishments as well as her merits and fitness for this ministry to which she is called. If so, please respond with another enthusiastic yes, we are! Thank you. Thank you all. Please join with me now in the final bridging blessing, printed in your order of service. We bless you all today. May your minds be on fire with wonder and wisdom. May your hearts be aflame with love for this life. May your hands be ignited with purpose. And may your spirits be aglow with courage and compassion. You are each a light unto the world, and you will carry our steadfast love with you wherever you may go. We bless you. We love you. May your life unfold with joy. May it be so, and blessed be.
This community, our church, and its many ministries are only made possible by the gifts you give of your time, your talent, and your treasure. Many of you pledge monthly to support our work, and for this we are grateful. Your gifts help to ensure that we are able to live our values of love and justice in the world outside. At South Valley, it is our practice to share our worship service offerings with a charitable organization that aligns with our values and principles. At the annual Hunt for Justice event this year, our young religious explorers selected Voices for Utah Children as our upcoming offering split partner. Voices for Utah Children advocates and advances policies and practices that are good for all of Utah's kids in the areas of children's health, early learning and care, support for immigrant families, and juvenile justice issues. At Voices for Utah Children, diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging are at the core of who they are. Their commitment to those values is unwavering across their work in the state of Utah. They recognize that having varied perspectives helps generate better ideas to solve the complex problems of a changing and increasingly diverse state. Please join me in reading our offertory words. They are printed in your order of service. We are this church. We are its hands, its heart, its voice. Together, we share the wealth of this community and sustain it with our gifts.
Invite our ushers forward, thank you. Suppose we need some baskets. Great.
We will now accept the offering. For those at home, you are invited to use the giving link in this online order of service. I invite our ushers to come forward at this time, which they already did.
Friends, in this time of revisioning and rebuilding for our youth program, we are so grateful to you and your families for your patience, for your support and encouragement as we navigated different ways of being a youth group together over the past year. South Valley is excited to continue to partner with our youth families to help discover our teens' passions and for them to share their ideas about how we might put those passions towards positive community action. So I'd now like to invite Madeline War to come up and offer some reflections for us.
Every school year I can remember, I've felt a little sad to move on to the next grade. I've always wished that I could just hold on to the familiar classmates, classrooms, and teachers a little longer. It's always felt a little scary to venture into a new school year not knowing what it will be like. This year I have similar feelings, but it's a bit different. Not only am I moving on from this school year, I'm also moving on from my whole school, my home, my job, and my childhood. All this change makes me feel quite apprehensive. However, as I think back on my life, I realize what a positive effect change has had on me. I'm vastly different from the person I was 5 years, 3 years, and even just 1 year ago. And I'm really glad about that. I'm so happy that I've grown as a person in the ways I have. And I wouldn't have been able to grow and change for the better if I hadn't gotten outside of my comfort zone, experienced new things, and met new people. One example of a positive change in my life was coming to this community. I started coming here about 1.5 years ago, and although I haven't always come consistently, I'm really glad I started coming. Before I started coming here, I was really hoping to find some kind of church or community, but I wanted it to be open-minded and non-judgmental. I really love the inclusive environment here, where everyone can show up exactly as they are without judgment. Being your authentic self can be hard sometimes, especially in circumstances where you might be judged. This is something I've had a hard time with in my life because I'm a really big people pleaser. Sometimes it's really easy to go along with everyone and just pretend like you agree with things you don't. But the older I've gotten, the more I've realized the importance of being who you are and standing up for yourself. I'm still not great at it, but I hope to continue to improve in this area. Although I'm nervous to graduate high school and move on to the next chapter of my life, I'm also really excited. I'm so grateful for the things I've learned here and elsewhere in my life so far, and I'm so grateful for everyone in my life who has helped me along the way. I can't wait to see where life takes me next.
We're getting all of our exercise today. Madeline, I'm actually going to invite you to come up one more time along with Liam. And we have prayer shawls for you as well. As gifts from our congregation. And so we hope that as often as you think of us, these will be near to you. What? You're welcome. Congratulations. One more.
And I want to offer one last really hearty encouragement to stick around for the congregational meeting, because the youth, which has been high school, just the high school group at times, and then the high school and the middle schoolers at times, have done a lot of work this year on dreaming about really honing in on their values and their vision for the future and their role in the congregation making that so. And so one of their visions is that this congregation and in the way that they move in the world, that we are creating more inclusivity and more welcoming wherever we go in all the ways that we can. And there's a very important vote in the congregational meeting that you can really begin to put that vision into practice. So please stand or please rise, embody your spirit, and join us in our actions as we extinguish our chalice with the words in your order of service. We extinguish this chalice, but not the warmth of love, the light of truth, nor the energy of action. We hold each other in our hearts until we meet again. And please remain standing for our closing hymn, number 100 in the gray hymnal.
And we'll sing this song twice through, and the first time we'll use the words printed there, lehit raut, and the second time through we'll sing till we meet again. Shalom havarim, shalom havarim, shalom, shalom. Lehit raut, shalom, shalom. Shalom, my friends, shalom, shalom. Till we meet again, shalom, shalom. Go in peace.